So here's a little confession. Over the past 3 years, I've filled up 15 journals. Yes, 15. Why? Because I write to myself a lot. You know the way some people talk to themselves? I write to myself, full on conversations, joking with myself, rants, anything. Anything. And it's because journaling has been the number one tool that's helped me stop overthinking once it's already started. And trust me, it starts often. So in this video, I want to share with you how it stops and how you can start doing it to get the same result. Before your brain turns into this what if factory where every single thought is what if this, then this, then this. It's tiring. And I've suffered that pain for most of my life, but now I've come to a solution. So I'm just happy to share that with you. First of all, we need to find the root of overthinking. Because let's be real, overthinking doesn't usually come from nowhere. For me, overthinking tends to start from what I call open loops. Thoughts that don't have an end and they're open to interpretation. So this is what creates that never ending cycle of what if this, then that, then what if that, then that. For example, what if I fail the test? That's the thought. That is the real thought. Okay, what if I fail this test that I'm going to have on Monday? But then now you think, oh, if I fail that test, oh, what are my parents going to think? Oh, am I even going to graduate? Am I even going to raise children? Oh, am I even going to be able to provide for my family? What kind of father am I going to be? Oh, I'm so terrible. That's the logical, not even logical, but that's the normal way that simple thoughts, simple what ifs turn into overthinking. And I'm sure you can see now that the problem with what if thoughts is if you don't answer them, they can quickly turn dramatic once you start overthinking. It goes from what if I fail this test to what if I never find someone to spend the rest of my life with? What if no one loves me for who I am? And at the end of it, you start thinking, how did I even get here? Where is this overthinking from? And you actually feel overwhelmed from your overthinking because you don't even know where to start, where to break down the root of your thinking because you've gone so far from that original thought. But then here's where journaling becomes a secret weapon. When you write your thoughts down, you're no longer inside them. You're actually living them. You're observing your thoughts. You move from being emotionally tangled in them to being the observer. You start to see gaps in your logic. You recognize all the times you exaggerate. You realize, oh, wait, this isn't actually going to happen. Like, let me be for real. And here's the best part writing makes your thoughts cost something. See, when you're journaling, there's more resistance to getting your thoughts across. See, when your thoughts are in your mind, it doesn't cost anything to think. Like, it takes no energy to think a thought. We'll think a thought when we're half asleep. But now when you're writing, that now costs energy. So before you even write something down, it's like you're already thinking, okay, is this true? Is this worth writing down? And a lot of the time, you'll see that what you're overthinking about isn't even worth writing it down because the moment you decide, okay, I'm going to write down certain things, you'll see that this thing is stupid. Maybe not even right. And when you see it's stupid, you're less likely to think along the same train of thought in the future. And I found that it's easier to reprogram your voice when you're journaling because the initial thought of what if I fail that test, it will turn into, and I'll study harder for the next one. I'll make sure I pass the remaining five so that I make up for this test. And even you'll just be like, you know what? It's one test. It's not the end of the world. When you journal about these what ifs, you more often than not come to a logical conclusion for those open loops. And once you come to that logical conclusion for those open loops, you actually stop overthinking about them. Overthinking is illogical. A lot of the time, if we sit back and just journal for 2 minutes, we'll be able to find the logical answer to end all of our overthinking, but we don't. We let our mind go rampant, come up with all these extravagant things that might happen if that thing doesn't happen or if that thing does happen. This takes me to the next thing about overthinking. You don't want that moment where you find the end of the open loop to just be a moment. You want that clarity to stick. So once you've written your way to that conclusion, remember it. Even reread it 5 times, whatever. Continually remind yourself. Because see, the thing is, the brain, it loves repeating things because repetition is comfortable, right? We're already doing something that we know. So the first time you come and you close that open loop, it's not the last time you're going to go through that train of thought, that overthinking pattern. So the next time you have it, you need to remind yourself of that logical conclusion that you came to. And the more times you remind yourself of that logical conclusion that you've come to, the more automatic that thought becomes in the first place. So you won't stop thinking, oh, what if this happens? You will just start thinking, oh, I'm gonna see this person anyway. Oh, this is gonna happen anyway. Like you stop thinking that negative thought of flip, I feel this test, or whatever. You just start thinking in terms of solutions. And I think as we all know, with the careers that we have, high performing individuals, solutions are the name of the game. Problems are thrown at us all the time. We need to come up with a solution. So that's pretty much it. Short video for you today, but I think it'll add a lot of value into your lives. So the next time your mind starts spinning, don't try to stop thinking, oh, I'm just going to change my attention to something else. Think about it. and come to the logical conclusion of the thoughts that you're thinking. Let your brain see how stupid it is on paper, because quite frankly, we're actually quite stupid. We're the most intelligent things on this planet, but we're also quite stupid. Probably even more stupid than the most stupidest thing. See, I just said most stupidest. That just shows that after all these years of education, I'm still saying most stupidest. But anyways, if you want more practical tools like this, click the first link in the description. It will take you to my whop community. Whop, WHOP, not the other one, not the other one. It will take you to WHOP, where I have a community for high performing individuals looking to improve their mental health. In there, you'll find a free ebook that I've written on everything I know about improving your mental health. If you're interested in that, click the link below, and yeah, it'll take you to that page.